It's hard to know how to come at this one. It's really big. I'm going to try like this. A few months back, I had an OBE, and then a little bit closer to now, I had another. In the first of the two, I'm in this sort of warehousey area that was sort of medical. It had to do with people's challenges getting fixed. That had to do with physical things with their bodies. And at a certain point, as I'm being guided through this warehouse, a person comes in very close to me, face to face. And it was a young man, as far as I could tell. He was just standing in front of me for a moment, but his whole face was diseased. His whole face was incredibly diseased. In the next OBE, which was one of my last, right before what happened here 2 months ago happened. I am with another young man, and in this experience, we're sitting down, and he is showing me a sort of rashy area, skin eruption on the outside of his left heel and ankle. And I'm asking him, why are you living with this? Why don't we fix this? Why don't we heal this? And in this conversation, he is coming in, his energy field is coming in closer to merging with my energy field, and it becomes, in a way, uncomfortable for me. And my main attention then shifts into another area in which I am dialoguing with my guidance system. The same week, in my physical reality, 3 people who are very well known online, 3 female people, ascenders, if you will, well known by the masses, were also talking about various types of serious, painful skin eruptions that they've been dealing with. One was Lilu Mace, who many of you may know, and hers is the rosacea. She has very serious rosacea that she's been dealing with for quite some time and has not been able to resolve yet. The other 2, Carla Ruckert, who channeled the raw material, and Jalila Starr, both were talking about their shingles and shingles eruptions. Now, the very next day, in my physical reality, I get a very strong psychic greeting, which is a phrase Carla Ruckert popularized. Other people will call this a psychic attack. I prefer the psychic greeting. It's more along the lines of how I perceive and receive and just generally see this type of experience, which is an opportunity to learn rapidly in order to help other people generally. So in my physical reality, I get a strong psychic greeting. This manifested for me in my kitchen as a mite infestation. The mites greeted me very strongly. And the situation was literally insane. I don't know how many of you have ever experienced a mite attack, but it's terrifying. And you really have to get on the situation very quickly. Now what happened is they climbed onto me due to me walking around barefoot. So they climbed on me the most easiest. But where they did was right there on the outside of my left heel and ankle, exactly where the man in the OBE was showing me the skin eruption on him. Coincidence? No. So anyway, for the next 2 months, for the last 2 months, I have been seriously intent, day and night, not sleeping very much, clearly, because with mites you can't. I'm just researching everything. I'm researching holistic approaches. I'm researching holistic protocols to apply to the house, to apply to my body, to my dog, to everyone here. And in the process, find that this is not just local, that this is not just small. This is a huge event that's literally occurring worldwide. There's people out there experiencing this that are in serious pain because they have not, they weren't able to get on top of it quickly enough. And, you know, their overgrowth was well, I'm getting off here. I'm just gonna continue a different way. So I was given a new mission. I was given a new assignment. This was my assignment. Find a way through this, through your own direct experience, and begin helping others. So this is now my assignment. This is now what my life will be about, most prevalently for the next while. I understand now through going through this what this idea about a population reduction occurring, the major population reduction occurring on the planet is all about. I understand why the idea came into the play of many people's minds. Just very, very briefly, I could see in my own relationship with the mites, myself being the host or planet, the mites being the people, were not in they were not choosing to be in symbiotic relationship with me. The mites that all of us carry on and in us naturally were no longer behaving in symbiotic fashion. They had become parasitic, and their populations were growing to large numbers. However, I did get on top of it. Many people aren't. But it was beginning to happen. And I could feel it, and I knew that if I did not boost my immune system and begin to reduce their populations, I would literally die. I would literally be eaten alive. Many people who go through this particular situation with, I will just call them bugs, which are now superbugs because they're resistant to what we use to control them, literally cannot live with the situation and take their life. And this is something that must stop, and that I'm here to help stop with many of us. I'm going to end this video here. This is as much as that involves the out-of-body experiences and what I was let to see prior to this event manifesting into my physical reality. The rest of this will be about protocols, holistic protocols that I found to apply to myself and my environment to make myself unattractive, if you will, to these bugs. Um, and in finding the holistic protocols, I literally shifted myself away from where they are, and I am now here to help teach others how to do a similar thing, who are going through bird mite infestations, through Morgellons, through all of this new stuff, with not just, the superbugs that are actually macrocosmic enough to see, but these single-celled organisms that are microscopic that you can't even see. All of it, it's the same. And so my next video will be about this. If you're going through this situation yourself, you too have been given this as a new assignment, I feel. And it's your job now to find the holistic way through it, to not be applying poisons to yourself or poisonous toxic substances. This will keep you in the old paradigm. These poisonous toxic substances will lower your immune system and let the overgrowth continue to become massive. It will not resolve the situation. We need to begin seeing this immediately. But if you are moving through this, please contact me via the talk board. This will be a major part of what I'll be talking about over there and helping people through if I can. So if you've found this video and found me, I hope there's something that I can share with you that will help you move through your situation as rapidly as possible and allow you to begin helping others. The show is on.